Hey guys, welcome back to another Meet the Murrays video. As you can see, I'm by myself today, and today I'm gonna be doing like just a quick get ready with me. I'm just gonna be doing my makeup and talking to you guys. It's basically gonna be like a continuation of the last video I had made by myself where I was talking about me and Lee and how we kind of got started in our relationship and everything. I had seen a comment on that video where someone had asked if I could go more in depth and kind of like turn it into a series. So that's exactly what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna kind of just be talking to you guys while doing my makeup, and I have no idea what I'm gonna be talking about me and Lee, but I'm just gonna kind of just do whatever comes to mind. And yeah, so yeah, let's just get right into the video. Like and subscribe if you're not subscribed already, and let's get to it. So as you guys can see, my skin is kind of like really breaking out right now. Like it's turning on me. It's okay. I kind of just still wanted to sit down barefaced with my breakouts and all, because I'm not gonna just wait until the perfect time to record, like where my skin is doing perfect or where I'm all dressed, I'm together, whatever. No, because that's when things start getting procrastinated. Like if you're waiting for everything to be perfect before you like actually start doing what you should be doing, that just leaves room for the enemy to come in and distract, disrupt, prolong everything. And I'm just so done with prolonging things. Lee actually had just came to me today and was saying like how God was telling him in the shower, like, stop prolonging stuff. Stop waiting and waiting and waiting and just do the things that I told you to do. Like, get to it. So I was like, okay, God, you don't gotta tell me twice, okay? I'm gonna just get right to it. So I was just like, you know what? I'm on my break right now. I work from home, so I'm on my break. So I was just like, you know what? I'm just gonna sit down and I'm just gonna do what I've been meaning to do, because I wanted to make this a series. You know, this is the first person that has actually requested a video from me and Lee. So you know what? I'm gonna give it to you. I'm gonna give it to you. If you want it, I'm gonna give it to you. So yes, so I'm just gonna be doing my makeup. I mean, of course I want to make this video and I'm like all out of my makeup. Like I'm all out of everything. I need to re-up on everything, but it's okay. I'm gonna work with what I have and just do what I do. So yeah, I don't really have any plans to do anything. Me and Lee are not doing anything today, really. But I will get myself together just to sit at home, just because, you know, I have a husband that I need to please. Like, not only him, but I need to please myself. Like, I need to get myself together. Me, if I am feeling like, I'm having like an off day, I'm not like in the way that I'm looking or whatever, I will just get myself together just to sit at home and do nothing. Like, I don't care. I'll do it. I'll do it. I still gotta look good for my husband, even if we don't have anything to do. Sorry if I'm looking over here, I'm looking into the mirror. But yeah, so in the last video where I was talking about how me and Lee got together, it was kind of like just a brief synopsis of how we met and everything. Like, I didn't really go into detail on anything. I kind of just like threw everything into one video quickly, because I just wanted to get everything out. Like, so now I guess I'm gonna kind of just like break down some of the things that I talked about. So I'm not sure how I'm looking to you guys in the camera, but I promise you this is my color and it's all gonna come together in the end. So I'm gonna look crazy for a little bit, but it's gonna come together. But anyway, so like I said, we met at church, but didn't really talk until we started working together. And like we ended up working a Saturday one day, and it was just like me, him, his cousin, and my cousin working that day. And it's a Saturday, so at my job, like not a lot of people worked on the weekend, so it was really, really dead on the weekend. So we were all kind of just sitting together, chit-chatting. You know what? Scratch that. I don't even want to get into that. I'm gonna talk about when we started dating. So when we started dating, and everything kind of happened so quickly, like we didn't even really have time to like be friends and get to know each other when we started dating. It was just like, boom, we kind of just jumped straight into it. And so because we had just jumped straight into it, like I said, we didn't really have time to be friends, so we didn't even really like know each other like that. We just kind of like knew surface level. And so like that kind of like freaked Lee out a little bit, and he like wanted to jump ship, like because everything was happening so fast, the feelings were growing so fast, and like the devil was in his ear. Obviously, anything that is ordained by God, the devil don't like, and he will want to shut that down so quick. And so that's exactly what he did. He was coming into Lee's ear, telling him like, he was coming into Lee's ear, getting into his head, and Lee was just like, you know what? I can't do this right now. And so we stopped dating for about, I want to say maybe like a month and a half. Month and a half. We stopped dating, we stopped talking, period. Like we didn't talk to each other. And so yeah, we like stopped dating, stopped talking, all of that. But that didn't stop me from pursuing God and continuing my walk. Like I kept doing what I had to do. Lee kind of went through a period where he like fell off for a little bit during that time. And I'm not gonna get into that too much, because I'm gonna let Lee come tell you guys what was going on with him during that time. And you know, just kind of let him say his side of that. So yeah, we stopped talking. I didn't pay him no mind. I kind of just went full force into God and was just really focused on my walk. Now I did have a few slip ups, not gonna lie. I did have my few slip ups. And yeah, but then one day I was just sitting at home, and Lee had reached out to me, and he was like, hey, like, I was like, I think he like he apologized for everything that had happened. And he was like, sorry, I have this friggin' huge pimple that's not going away. And so he was like, kind of apologized for what happened and asked if we could like meet up and like just hang out. No, meet up to pray. And I was like, yeah, absolutely, we can meet up to pray. And you know what? I was still like in my feelings. I was still upset a little bit, but I was just like, you know what? Yeah, we can meet up, we can pray, whatever, but that's it. We're just gonna pray and you're gonna leave. So he had pulled up to my house. Yeah. So I was like, oh my God. So he pulled up to my house, and before he pulled up to my house, I told him, like, I was like, yeah, we can pray, but you're not coming inside my house and I'm not driving to you. I was so petty. I don't care. All right, you can pull up to my house, but you're not coming. Ooh. So I was like, yeah, you're gonna pull up on me and you're not coming inside. I'm not linking you anywhere. I'm not. No, you're gonna come to me, but you can't come inside. You're gonna sit outside. We can go to your car and that's it. So that's what it was. He pulled up, came outside. We prayed, got catched up a little bit. Oh my gosh, like I literally have nothing left in there. We prayed, catched up with each other a little bit, because like I said, we hadn't talked to each other in a month and a half. You know, it was quick. I was probably in there for maybe like an hour or two, and then I went inside, he went home. For the next couple of days after that, he would hit me up. Same thing. We would link up, we would pray, and then I would go back inside. He would come outside my house. I would just go in his car, and that's it. He was not allowed inside. Nothing. Nope. Sorry, Charlie, but no. You want to play games? No, I'm kidding. I'm sorry. I'm so petty. But no, I was just like, you're not allowed inside. I mean, you just freaking cut me off. Like, you just stopped talking to me, did me dirty because you were freaking immature. No, I'm lying. I'm kidding. But no, I know it was a trick from the enemy. I understand all of that. It was all a lie, but he came to his senses quickly and apologized, and boom, we move forward. Forgive, right? The Bible says forgive. So I forgave. And yeah, so then for the next couple of days, couple of weeks after that, we were linking up every single day, and we were just praying and talking. So throughout that next couple of weeks, couple of months, like this was like a dang near everyday thing of us praying and us getting to know each other and us building a foundation. And so that was like really good for each other, because we had never gotten the chance to like get to know each other before. Like I said, I'm just putting a little bit of powder under my eyes. We didn't know each other before. Like, we kind of just jumped straight into this relationship, and then so of course it wasn't gonna work out. So I thank God that he had separated us for that time so early on, because I'm just wiping the powder off. So yeah, I thank God that he had separated us for that period of time so early on, because it showed us like, oh my gosh. So yeah, I'm glad that God had separated us for that time so early on, because it actually gave me and Lee the chance to get to know each other and pray together. Like, that's not something that we did quite frequently when we were dating for that short period of time in the beginning before we separated. So yeah, it gave us the chance to get to know each other and build a relationship with God, most importantly, together. Because yes, when you're in a relationship, yes, you are still supposed to have your own separate relationships with God, but you are also supposed to have a relationship together. And that's what we did not have. So our relationship wasn't built on godly principles in the beginning. Yeah, it wasn't built on godly principles in the beginning, which is why God separated it when he did. And I'm so grateful that he did, because yes, the enemy came in like a roaring lion and tried to separate this thing before it even started. But God was in the midst the whole time, because nothing happens unless God, the enemy can't do nothing without God allowing him to. So God allowed him to, because he was like, you know what, go ahead, because I'm going to turn this around and I'm going to work this out for their good in the end, right? So, and boy, did God turn that thing around, dang. And he turned it around quickly. Like when I tell you, dang near every day for months, we were getting together just to pray and talk and get to know each other. And so, yeah. So, I'm sorry, I cannot multitask. I don't know why I thought this would be a good idea to do my makeup and talk at the same time. Like, anyways. So yeah, we built that nice solid foundation. So eventually we started to grow, like serious, real, like we started to grow such a strong friendship. Like we became best friends. Like we knew what was up, and we knew a lot about each other because of this. And we had a strong, we both had strong relationships with God at this point, which is, I mean, like, what more can you ask for? Like, yo, you my best friend right now, right? So after that, then that's when the strong, real feeling started to come in, where it was just like, I'm putting blush on right now, where it was like, yo, we did not want to not be with each other. And we really started to grow like a strong love for each other. Yeah, so we really started to grow like a strong love for each other. And so yeah, and then one day, like we were in like our usual prayer session. We went into some nice deep prayer, and then like once the prayer was done, Lee busted a move. I mean, he couldn't resist no more. And he was just like, yeah. I mean, it is what it is. He couldn't resist no more, busted a move. Boom. After that, we like really had a serious talk with each other about like what we wanted to be. Like, yo, we had a talk with each other about how we want to be with each other. We really want to do this thing and do it right, and have God be the foundation, and let him just do what he wants in us and through us, both together and as individuals. And so that's the moment where we took this serious. And when I tell you God started moving quickly in us, he moved quickly and mightily. And I'm so incredibly thankful for that. And so, yeah. So I guess the reason I wanted to talk about all this, like the separation with me and Lee, and how the separation actually made us stronger, is because you gotta do things right, and you have to do things God's way if you want it to work out the way God designed it to. So God had told both me and Lee very early on in us knowing each other that he had ordained this, that he had ordained for me and Lee to both be together, right? If you watch the other video, if you watch our very first video and the video that I had made talking about how me and Lee got together, God had gave Lee a vision when Lee had first seen me, and it was a vision of me and Lee walking down the aisle together. So God had given Lee this vision. Lee was like, yo, I don't even know this girl. What is this, right? And then, so God gave Lee this vision. Lee didn't tell anyone about it except for our pastor. I knew nothing about this until me and Lee had gotten together. And so yeah, and then as I grew in God, God revealed to me that Lee was the one God had revealed to me that he had called us together. So I jumped on that quickly, and I tried to move quickly. And, you know, just because God had said a thing is meant to be doesn't mean it's, you know, at that time. It still has to go on his timing. And so once I heard that, it was like, okay, boom, jumped into it. And jumped into it too quickly. We did not know each other. We didn't get a chance to build that foundation. Sorry, I thought I heard something. But so we didn't get a chance to build that foundation. So we kind of just like did what we wanted to do and then tried to fit God into the picture. No. We serve a jealous God, okay? He wants to be the center, and he needs to be the center, and he should be, and we should want that for him. And so he separated us very early on, which I'm so grateful that it happened early on and that it didn't have to happen later on. Where, you know, where me and Lee were able to build such a strong friendship, which is why me and Lee are so strong today, because we were best friends before we really got together, you know? So we built a solid friendship, and we built a solid relationship with God. And so, yeah, we built a solid relationship with God together. So, which is why when things come about and when things try to come attack me and Lee's relationship, we can always fall back on that friendship. Like, yo, this dude's really my best friend and I'm really his. We have a strong love together. We have a strong love for each other and understanding and friendship. So we can just work these things out, you know, through God. And I'm so grateful for our pastor, for our pastors. Our pastors they're married. So Pastor Quinny, like, I don't even know how I would say that. But anyways, how do I want to say this? We're so grateful for our pastors. They're married. So they're the Quinnies, Pastor Quinny. Like, do I say Quinnies? Like, whatever. So Pastor Quinny, we're so grateful for them. I'm talking about me specifically. I'm so grateful for them because they have so much wisdom. They are obedient to God. And they just listen for the voice of God and I'm so grateful for their wisdom. I'm so grateful for their counsel, because let me tell you something. When you get married, you do not want to go tell your business of anything that's going on with you and your husband to your mother, to your family, to your sister. I don't care how close you are to your sister. I'm super close with my sister, but I'm not going to tell her the nitty-gritties of my marriage, because at the end of the day, that could affect my sister and Lee's relationship, and it could get in between me and Lee. You don't want to leave any room for anyone to have a say, you know, into what's going on in your marriage behind the scenes, you know? So you really You really don't want to do that. That's the biggest mistake. That's where a lot of marriages go wrong. When girls just want to go confide in their girlfriends, or the guys want to confide in their guy friends. No. Take it up with God and take it up with each other. And you know, I'm so grateful that we have people that we can run to, that we know is only going to give us godly counsel, godly wisdom, and godly advice. And they've been there and they did that, you know? So those are the only people me and Lee will run to regarding each other. And those are the two people that we have decided that's all we're gonna go to, you know? Because you don't want people knowing your business. You don't want people knowing what goes on the behind the scenes. You don't want people knowing about little fights and stuff like that. Like, no, you don't. But you do want to have someone that, we're lucky enough to have somebody that is wise and that has been there and is only going to give them what they get from God. Only going to give us what they get from God, you know? So we're lucky and we're super blessed to have that. And I want to say a quick disclaimer. I mean, people are going to think whatever they want to think. Because me and Lee got married young and pretty quickly, people cannot wrap their minds around how we're so young and have this strong relationship, or how we're so young and God is moving in us so quickly, or why we got married. So of course, the first thing they jump to is somebody forced them, or somebody must have told them. When I tell you, I used to try to run to my pastor for answers like, when should we do this? How should we do this? When should we get married? Blah, 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 blah. She wouldn't tell me nothing. Even though she knew it all, you know, because God was speaking to her, but she didn't say nothing. She just told me, you guys need to take it up with God and with each other. And that's exactly what we did. And I thank her for that, because that made me and Lee grow strongly together in each other and in Christ, and showed us, you know, you can't rely on people for answers. You know, sorry, that's my dog. You should, the Bible does talk about how everybody needs a teacher and everybody should be under a leadership, right? But you can't rely on that person more than God, you know, which our pastors have always taught us that. So if I try to come to her and I'm like, yo, I need answers, what to do, take it up with God. She didn't tell us nothing. She did not tell us nothing, not what to do. She didn't tell us to get married. She didn't tell us when to get married. She didn't even tell us to start dating. So when people jump to that conclusion of, oh, they must have been forced into this, or oh, because they go to church, blah, blah, blah. I mean, I really don't care what people think. People are going to think, people are going to hate you, people are going to love you, they're going to talk about you, they're going to do this, that, blah, blah. It's going to come. It's going to come. Judgment is going to come. Lies are going to come. Slander is going to come. You know, it's all in the Bible. We know. We know it's going to come. You can't really avoid it. So, but I just wanted to make that clear. Our pastors didn't tell us to do not a dang thing. And you know what? We were really fiending for them to tell us something, and they refused to. So, yeah, so I guess I just wanted to make that clear, because I know a lot of people think that, or a lot of people thought we got married young because I was pregnant. Absolutely not. I was not pregnant. I'm not pregnant. We've been married for almost a year now. It will be a year in October, and we're happy. We're blessed. God is definitely moving. I'm so grateful that things happened this way, and I'm so grateful that we decided to do everything God's way, because that's why he moved, and moved so quickly and so mightily. And I'm just so grateful, and I will praise him till the day that I go home with him. And I am nothing without God. I would have nothing, absolutely nothing without God. And I'm just super grateful. And so if you guys can see from the last video that I had made of me talking with Lee, I'm talking about how I had got with Lee. We're in a different place. This is an example of how God has moved mightily. He had moved us out of the place that we were in and leveled us up times 100. And I'm so grateful. We've been here for about maybe like 3 months or so. We love it here. We could not have afforded this place without God. We could not have afforded this furniture, anything in here without God. We wouldn't be here without God. And so I am just so beyond grateful and so beyond blessed. And I'm just here to encourage somebody. Do it God's way. Don't pay attention to the haters, to the naysayers, to the people speaking against you. Don't pay attention to it. It's going to come. It is going to come. But you can't let that set you back, define you, turn you in your tracks. No. Do it God's way, and God will come through. If you do it God's way, all things will work together for your good. I promise you that. I am a living witness. Now, this is not to say that I'm perfect, that me and Lee are perfect, or that we haven't made mistakes along the way, or that we've done everything perfect. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Hell to the no. No, we have not done things perfect by any means. We made many mistakes along the way, but we're going to keep getting up, and we're going to keep seeking the Father no matter what. We're going to keep seeking our Father no matter what. And we're going to keep choosing each other each and every single day. And so, yeah, I just wanted to publicly thank God for this blessing of this place that we're in. I want to thank God for our 2 dogs. He's blessed us with 2 dogs, a roof over our head. Like, yo, we have food in our fridge, food in our bellies. We go to sleep full, fat, and happy. But yeah, we have amazing people around us. We have amazing guidance, amazing family. And so yeah, I really couldn't be more happy, and I really couldn't ask for much more than that, than support, than people around us that push us each and every day. I couldn't ask for more. And I'm grateful to my parents and to Lee's parents for, because when we had told them that we were gonna get married, they did not agree with us getting married so young or whatever, but they supported us 110%. So I want to thank my parents, and I want to thank Lee's parents right now for your support and for just being there for us and for believing in us despite how you guys might have felt or despite your own opinions on what we should have done. I really thank you guys. I thank you guys. I thank you guys. I thank you guys, because a lot of people don't have that. A lot of people don't have that support and that love around them. So I just want to thank you guys. And yeah, I will definitely be turning this into a series like the gentleman had requested in the comments section. Absolutely, I'll be turning this into a series. There's just so many different dimensions and intricate little details to how this happened. There's just so much, I cannot fit it in one video. Like, as you can see, I was kind of like all over the place in this video. Like, I just, when I go back to edit this, I hope that I hope that you were able to be touched in this video. I hope this was able to bring you some understanding, some knowledge, some wisdom, that you can learn. I don't know, I just hope that this was encouraging to somebody out there, even if it's just one person. And please, if you guys want to see something from me and Lee together, from me and Lee separate, whatever the case may be, comment. You can comment that in the comment section. You can DM us privately. I will link our Facebook, our socials, whatever, in the description box. So yeah, please just give us, if you want to hear something, if you're just nosy about something, comment it. You know what? We'll make it for you. We'll make it. So yes, everybody, be encouraged, be blessed. I love you guys, and we'll be back soon.